You guys starting to become a tougher team, you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think we've always been a tough team. We always had it in us, but we kind of just had to reveal it a little bit. It took a while.
I mean, last Saturday at Notre Dame, today.
Yeah. I mean, we know like winning on the road is hard, and it's going to take all 15 guys in this locker room and on the court to kind of just reel it in, and we did it tonight. We knew it was going to be a tough game. It was going to be a pretty game.
Right.
So it went down to the wire, and I mean, I think those are the type of games that's always fun and entertaining.
Do you remember Jay Wash said he blacked out a little bit, maybe. But do you remember what you guys tried to draw up in that timeout before he got the pass from Elliott and got the dunk? Like, I know it's kind of a play Elliott made on his own.
So we were looking for me off the flare. I was kind of starting on the opposite elbow. Jay Wash set the screen for me, and he was looking for a flare. Obviously, they guarded that well. Taylor got over it, but then Middlebrook did a good job of helping it. So they kind of just HD said once the play broke down, get to a ball screen with Elliott and Wash and make a play. And I think it kind of just was a broken play at that end. I think Elliott kind of just got it deflected. He was able to get it back and made a terrific pass to Wash, and Wash was able to make it. So sometimes basketball happens, plays don't work.
Absolutely.
We made it happen.
When you see what he's gone through, and I'm sure you've heard the criticism, Carolina needs another big man. Why didn't they get another big man? To see what he's been able to do here in the last week, but especially today.
Yeah.
What does that mean for him, and then sort of what does it mean for you guys as a team?
I mean, I'm super happy for Wash. I mean, just like you said, the criticism. I think one thing that people understand that, like, I mean, we hear all the things, the opinions, the negative comments, but one thing I think he did a good job of, and the rest of our bigs kind of just tuning it out and understanding that we have a lot of trust and confidence in him. So I know sometimes as athletes we can let that get to our heads, but I think he's been doing a good job kind of just staying poised, staying humble, and staying confident even through the backlash and even through the non-beliefs or the negative comments. And one thing about us is we always uplift Wash. And he uplifts himself. I'm pretty sure he has a great circle. So just for him to kind of finish off strong and execute the way he did at the end, that's huge for him. And at the same time, you'll probably just start hearing all positive things like, oh, Jay Wash, we need him, we love him so much. But now you can stay on that side because we remember what you guys were saying at the beginning of the year.
Have you seen him making the elite? Have you started to see it? He's coming into it.
Yeah, I mean, I think in terms of just the past couple of games, I mean, he's been a huge rim protector for us.
Yep.
Whether that's guards going to challenge him or even bigs. I think it started from like the Notre Dame game. He was able to kind of just use his length and make it hard for teams to finish around the rim. And, he's been huge for us. He's been doing a great job of talking on pick and rolls and doing what the coaches have asked him to do. So I'm happy for him.
You've played a lot of games in here, big boy.
Yeah.
What was the scene like when he got the rejection at the end and you hear the reaction, from the crowd? And you guys right there in front of the Wolfpack bench too.
Yeah.
I thought he put the Wolfpack symbol down, but he says he didn't do that.
I didn't see anything, but
yeah, I think he did.
Just that seekers for Wash, just to get him a huge block, and then I think I was the first person that ran to him and kind of just like punched him in his chest. I was just super excited for him, but I mean, I don't think a sequence gets better than that. So.
Yeah, and with the building's reaction, did you hear? It was sort of a
It was
gasp.
kind of just like, oh.
Yeah.
Everyone was like sighed. And, I mean, that's the type of reaction that we loved and we wanted. So, yeah, we'll take this W.
RJ, what's it been like watching Jay Wash kind of progress in this new role? In a world where everybody expects people to fill in right away and do it Armando or Harrison did, what's it been like to watch him go through this journey?
I mean, I'm loving it. I think one thing about him and his journey is his journey only. You can't expect people to replicate other people and other players that have come to this, and I think that's one thing that we try to prove to the outsiders. Like they give us expectations that we have to live off of, and we think that we have to be those expectations and exceed them a little bit. But at the same time, we have to know who we are as a player. And I think Wash has been understanding like who he is as a player. Him and Mondo are two different people, two different players, and they have two different play styles. So one thing about him, I'm pretty sure not just only the coaches, but his family, his circles, we tell him just be you. And that's like the most authentic and best advice you can give to a player is go out and be yourself. Don't try to be someone else because someone else wants you to be that. for their needs. So I'm super happy for him, and he's coming along, and he's been playing really well for us.
He's been a shot blocking machine, man,
Yeah.
these last few games. I mean, what's changed? What have you seen from what he's been able to do with providing rim protection?
And do you think that's been a conscious decision from him? He had 5 blocks against Notre Dame, 4 against SMU.
More than whatever it said he had.
How many do we know how many he had today?
Only had him for 2
Yeah, they
today.
had him for 3, but he had like
Oh, because he
4 or
got a
5,
goal
I
to him,
thought.
like, I think like that.
But I'm saying, like, do you think he's? I'm taking Rod's question.
No, you're good.
But do you think he's like made a decision, like, I'm gonna get a little dirtier?
I think he's got comfortable with it, and his understanding that, like, he's 6'11", and when the guys go into his lane, like, you could use your wingspan to be able to affect the shot, whether you block it or whether they miss it. And yeah, I mean, like you said, since the Notre Dame game, 5 blocks. I didn't even know he had 5 blocks that game. So
Had 4 against SMU.
yeah, that's crazy to me. But I think he's progressing the right way, and he's only getting better. And he's using each game as an opportunity, kind of just to show you guys like what he's capable of.
Who scraped you on the forehead?
I don't
Look like you
know.
got a wound there.
I'm not gonna out my teammates, but it was
Oh,
Friendly fire.
yeah, it was. You guys got to be careful, man.
Thanks.
I mean,